What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel, and today we're going to be unboxing the new Maniacs Legion of Doom. What a rush. Another day, another unboxing of another Road Warriors figure in another form factor. Super excited about this. Maniacs from Golden Era of Wrestling and the Nerd Closet. That's the nerdclosetonline.com, nerdclosetonline.com. But very excited for these. For those of you that don't know, Golden Era of Wrestling, right? Yes, Golden Era of Wrestling on Instagram. I want to make sure I got their handle correct. They've been doing these custom style original form factor figures for a long time. 3D Print them had a whole lineup. I mean, every single person you could imagine. And for years, they kind of teased maybe making these a reality. And finally, in 2024, these went up for pre-order. And now in 2025, we have in hand a hard copy 2-pack of Animal and Hawk, the Road Warriors, in this original Maniacs form factor. Now, a lot of people compare these to Hasbro's. Personally, I don't. To me, these are a little bit more cartoony. These have way more deviations from the original Hasbro line than they do similarities to it that I don't count it. The only thing that really stands out to me that's similar is maybe the points of articulation and maybe the size of them. Other than that, I would say it doesn't really fit in. And you put these on a shelf with a Hasbro or Retro, they're going to stick out like a sore thumb. That's my opinion. So for those of you that are into this, what I would say is this deserves its own shelf. But we're going to open this bad boy up. One cool thing about this is that these are currently back up for order on nerdclosetonline.com. So if you are into what you're seeing today, go pick up a set. Now, the cool thing is every single order comes with this protective case. Now, this is something that on Ringside Collectibles, Shop AEW, you usually have to pay $5 extra to get a protector. And these are high quality, thick plastic that protects these things and doesn't let light shine through. However, we're going to open this set, so it doesn't really matter to us. This is the front. It's got the red, black, and white colorway, a la Legion of Doom. And then on the back, it has some stats, which we will talk about. Here's all of the credits. But it says, Legion of Doom, Animal and Hawk from Chicago, Illinois. Combined weight is 575 pounds. The Legion of Doom, also known as the Road Warriors, were one of the most dominant influential tag teams in professional wrestling history. Comprising Michael Hawk Hegstrand and Joseph Animal Laurinaitis, they quickly rose to fame in the early 1980s, capturing multiple championships across various promotions, including the AWA, NWA, and my favorite, WWF. Their hard-hitting style and powerful presence made them fan favorites and legends in the wrestling world. The Legion of Doom were inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2011, cementing their legacy as trailblazers in tag team wrestling. But that's enough talking about them. Let's open these bad boys up and see what they're all about. So the way that they open is on the bottom or top. It's sealed with tape. So we're going to take out our little blade here, slide it in, slice that seal. Shout out to the Case Fresh podcast, RIP. I got to say, first off, the packaging is high quality stuff. Take them out. There's even like a little backdrop of there with the red, white, and blue ropes. You love to see it. We're going to take these guys out and discuss them. See how we feel about them. Maybe in hand, we'll feel a little bit differently. Maybe in hand, we will think that they are a little bit more Hasbro-esque. I don't know. Let's see. So, come in a double bubble, as I like to call it. Slide that in. And here we have them. So, first off, they feel pretty sturdy. The shoulder pads come off. They do have a strong factory smell to them. One of our guilty pleasures is smelling the figs and how they smell. Now these have a very nice feel to them, very firm, very professional. These seem like very mainstream figs you could find on a retail shelf. 4 points of articulation: arms, head, waist. All right, let's take a look at them now. So here we have Animal. Check out the spider paint. You always love to see that. He's got the mohawk with the side shaved in. He's got that handlebar mustache with the flavor saver on the bottom. He's got some pretty bushy 3D eyebrows, another thing that kind of makes him stand out from other retro figures. The arms are pretty much identical on all these figures from what I'm seeing. The bodies seem to be very, very similar throughout, but not exact. So they have the buckles on the boots there, the red waistband that says Legion of Doom, red buckles there, black knee pads, and then the LOD stylized, not logo, but design. They do have holes in the bottom in case you want to put them on a stand. Fists, absolutely jacked. Pretty cool. And here we have his shoulder pads. They're pretty sharp, but not as sharp as those big rubber guys. Those things will kill a man. We've got the lacing on the back, all of the spikes, lacing on the front, and then, of course, the latches. Slides on easily, but honestly, they fit very, very well. Fit very, very well on these, and I don't know why you would display them without them. You can put the arms up to a certain extent before it raises them and lifts them off. Pretty cool. Let's take a look at Hawk, and then we'll discuss the two individually. So here's Hawk. Again, a little bit different, right? So same bottoms, the buckles on the boots, the design, Legion of Doom across the waistband. But as you can see, Hawk is a little bit more ripped. He's a little bit more lean. He's got those abs a-popping, tongue out, the double paint sides. We got the black burst here and that cheek paint with the red right there. He's got the stash there. Again, the 3D eyebrows, but not as bushy as Animals. He's got the inverted mohawk. I dig it. I dig it. I think they did pretty well on the bodies. I'm going to take his shoulder pads off again because, Animal was much more thick. Not that Hawk was super, super ripped, but I think that these are fitting body styles for them. They do have the exact same arms. So essentially the only things that are different on them are the torsos and the heads. But dude, these look great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put their shoulder pads on. Which, by the way, the shoulder pads are exact. They're the same shoulder pads, which is fine. That's to me, that's customary in Legion of Doom figures. I don't think it's necessary to do completely different ones. It's fine. Nobody's keeping score at home for that. And now I want to compare them to their Hasbro counterparts. So here we have Hawk. You see what I'm saying? Side by side, they do not look like they're in the same universe. So everybody who sees them as Hasbros and compares them to Hasbros, I don't think it's that. I think we need to give Nerd Closet and Matt Maniacs some credit here. These are an original form factor, and that is what made them stand out for so long, a golden era of wrestling on Instagram, and made people want them for so long. They're a little bit more cartoonish, but that's what people are going for. That's why people like it. And there is Animal. As you can see, the scale is just not there, right? And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. I think a lot of people are kind of retroed out, Hasbro'd out. I think now giving them an original form factor is pretty solid. And my biggest gripe with this was, for the longest time, was like, man, it's gonna be hard to have an anchor. But I mean, Macho Man's available, Andre the Giant's available. Maybe the biggest anchor that's not available right now is Hulk Hogan. But dare I say, in the tag team world, this might be the biggest anchor you could get for a new line. Legion of Doom, an iconic tag team. Getting that Road Warrior pop. That's what these are. And check out the tan on these things. I'm going to be honest, guys. I love them. And originally I passed on these. The original pre-order period, I passed on them. But now the pre-order's open to March 1st. And you can go to nerdclosetonline.com and pick up your set today. Comes in a box, comes in a protector, and comes very, very quickly to your doorstep. So if you're into these, I'd get them now because I can't promise you that they're going to be available after March 1st. But dude, pleasantly surprised, and now I am hooked. So now I need to have a shelf of Matte Maniacs. And it's crazy because for the longest time, I would watch his Instagram and I would see all these beautiful designs that he would create and print. I remember at one point his display, something happened where it fell and a bunch of them broke, and it was heartbreaking to me. He fixed them all, but those were all technically customs. Now these are actually produced figures that you can buy. So I say, if you're into form factors and changing things up and having a unique style on your shelves, this is the ones. You absolutely could display these with retros and Hasbros if you want to. Personally, I think these deserve their own shelf. That's my take on it. I think it's fun. I think there's a lot of fun here. These are great display pieces. To me, these look like collectibles as opposed to playable figures. So, available now on Nerd Closet Online. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at FigHeal. Twitter is at TheFigHeal. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now on Amazon.com, or simply go to healbooks.com and make sure you join Whatnot at whatheal.com, and you will get $15 off your first purchase. We'll see you later, guys. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need FigHeal's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 5,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With shots by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Premium full-color and value black and white editions available now on Amazon.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeal. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeal. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at whatheal.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.